Good, everybody. How are y'all doing? So we are doing all signs, what to expect, whatever comes through. Going from Aries right down through to Pisces. All right, you can hear me. Okay. All right, what's good, Amber Jill? Ebru. What's good, everybody? All right. All right. So going from Aries right down through to Pisces. What's good, Kevin? Hey, Emily. Pisces first. All right, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. What do we got going on for Aries, universe, spirits, and guides? We are just getting started, Jamie. What's up, Carlo? All right. What can Aries expect, universe, spirits, and guides? What can Aries, two more, expect? Three shuffles. What can Aries expect? Your overall energy, Aries. The Chariot in reverse with the Four of Wands in reverse right under that. Yikes. Oh. Aries, Chariot in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. It's like you're having a hard time finding your spot. You're having a hard time knowing where to invest your energy. This can talk about, forcing a current situation to work, regardless of if it, motivates you or inspires you, or regardless of if it aligns with you possibly. Yeah, I feel like Aries, you guys are, you're feeling down possibly in a current situation. You're lacking motivation. Again, it's like you may be trying to force a specific outcome in a situation that just is not doing it for you, okay? Especially if it's a home situation or something that it's like you don't feel comfortable. You don't feel like it aligns with you possibly, okay? Now, Aries, I don't know if this is you or the person you're dealing with. I'm going to read it as your person. But there is someone that is feeling a lot of pressure to make a decision here, okay? There's a truth being exposed here, Aries, okay? Someone is expressing some form of truth. It could be in regards to a soulmate energy, or this is a decision here that is needed to, progress, to ascend, to essentially make the best of your spirit. It could be you, Aries, because right now I feel like you are grinding it out where you are, or you're trying to force something the way you had originally set it out, whether it was work, whether it was a relationship, whatever the situation is. It's like you are trying to force something in a current situation. There's someone here. Tell me about this lover's energy. What's this lover's energy about? With the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Aries, there's someone that wants to fight for a connection here. This is a very spiritual connection. This is someone that wants to give you it all, okay? This is someone that is in it to win it. They want to prove their worth. This is someone that knows exactly what they're dealing with. They feel, again, this could be you doing it to someone else, okay? But if this is your person, especially if you're dealing with a masculine, this is someone that is in it. They want to prove their worth to you. They want to fight for this. They want to defend this connection. This is someone that is going to be speaking some form of truth, that is going to bring balance to anything that was left unknown, or if there was anything that was confusing, or if you were feeling like there was something unstable or not balanced here, there's going to be a lot of clarity shed to that this week, okay? And I feel like there is a lot of potential with the King of Pentacles. Whoever this person is, they got it going on. This is someone very responsible, mature. This is someone that doesn't mess around just for the fun of it. They know what they want. And again, it could be a businessman, a businesswoman. This is someone that wants to pursue a relationship with you. Oh, Lord have mercy. And I feel like, Aries, you could be the one resisting this, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. Thank you, Addicted to Shoes, True Crime and Truth. Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate that. It's like you could be the one that's kind of pushing this away, Aries, or again, there's a reluctance to make some form of change because you are forcing something in a current space. Okay, but there's going to be truth that is shed on a connection, and someone is in it to win it, and they want it all with you. They want it all with you. It could be a Taurus, could also be a Gemini. We have Cancer and Libra. This is someone that has a relationship on their mind. They're thinking long term. Again, this could be you doing this to someone else. Okay, you could be seeing this person as someone that got their shit together. But regardless, there's definitely going to be a lot of truth being spoken and shed on a connection that this person is wanting to pursue. But let's get an advice card here for Aries. I'm not going to use the oracles today. Just wasn't in the mood. But let's get an advice card for Aries. Wow, look at that. Ace of Cups and the Two of Wands. This is choosing the new path. Making a decision between two people, making a decision that may put you outside your comfort zone. This is being emotionally available to something that you see a lot of potential with, especially if it's a partnership or someone that you feel aligns with you. This is being emotionally available to the new path, to the discomfort as well that may come with a new path, because you see a bigger picture here, because this is looking like something spiritual or something that has a bigger picture. Okay. So, yeah, you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have Cancer, Libra. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Taurus. Thank you, sweet girl. I really appreciate that. Gemini gang, send some coffee money your way. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, we got coffee. All right, so Taurus, what do we got for Taurus? What can Taurus expect? What can Taurus expect? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 shuffles, what can Taurus expect? Your overall energy, Taurus, 8 of Wands in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you guys may be very withdrawn right now, not really looking at your options possibly. Let's see. Taurus, I feel like this week, it's like you are thinking very rationally, okay? Be careful you don't get to the point where you're compromising your own spirit, but it's like you are thinking very rationally. You're trying to be mature in a situation. There could be a distance between you and someone else, or there's some form of delay. This kind of like feels like you are, you know, getting your priorities in check. It's almost like you're looking at your life right now as, okay, this is what I may want, but this is also what deserves my attention right now, or where my attention is needed. A lot of you guys may have received some form of, you know, inconvenient news when it comes to money, or you're just feeling like you need to put, you know, you need to put your focus more so on your finances right now. You guys are aiming to really gain a sense of independence, or you're aiming to focus more so on being single, or it's like you're trying to handle an inconvenient situation this week, or you're trying to handle some form of change with class. You're showing up in a very elegant, classy type of energy. And I feel like you're more so focused on your financial security, to be quite honest with you. You're focused on your financial security. I do feel like there's a decision here that you're putting off making. And I don't feel like it's because you're procrastinating, or I don't feel like it's because you're scared to make some form of decision. It's almost like you're trying to gain some sense of stability so you are able to make some form of decision, because we do have the Strength card here. So there's something here that you're almost overlooking right now because you feel like you have to. It's like you're trying to be resilient, you're trying to maintain your composure, you're trying to do what's in your control. And again, you're showing up in a good energy. But I do feel like you're putting a delay or halt to any form of change or communication, any form of progress that may be needed. You're understanding that you need to put your money, it's like you need to put your money first right now, especially if, again, there could have been some bad news or just maybe you're paying off some debts, whatever the situation is. That's really where your focus is going. Let's just clarify this Two of Swords. I feel like this is very much independent, okay? With the Temperance energy, you're waiting to make a decision here. You're waiting for the right time, possibly. You're trying to be patient. This is just you focusing on your money, okay? You're grinding. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It may be creating, like I said, temporary delays, or you may be feeling like a lack of passion or fun in your life, but I feel like you're aware it's only temporary. So Taurus, I feel like you're more so focusing on being single, focusing on your money, to be quite honest with you, or getting yourself in a position where you can obtain a more independent type of lifestyle, okay? But let's see, give me a card of advice for Taurus. You could be dealing with a Leo. We also have Sagittarius. Keep in mind, this could be the person you're dealing with. But let's see. What do we have for Taurus? Advice for Taurus. Show me the card. We have the Three of Wands, vision. Don't lose sight of your vision. This is about patience. This is about manifesting. This is about not letting people distort your ideal vision for yourself and where your spirit needs to be right now. This is about keeping the vision. Okay? So, and it also requires patience. With the High Priestess at the bottom, Nine of Pentacles. Staying on the down low, not really telling people too much, not telling people anything that they don't need to hear. Keeping your vision as well to yourself, okay? So you can prevent any negative energies from trying to sabotage that, okay? All right, Gemini. What do we got going on for Gemini? Universe, spirits, and guides. What's good for Gemini? What's good, Karen? Hey, Enchanted Cottage girl. What do we got for Gemini? What can Gemini expect? What can Gemini expect? Universe, spirits, and guides. Two more. What can Gemini expect? Three shuffles. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles wanted to show its face. I'm not going to take it though. But let's see. Your overall energy, Gemini, Star in reverse and the Ten of Wands right under that. Yikes. Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, Gemini, so be careful of your thoughts, okay? You may be being a little bit, irrational or hard on yourself, to be quite honest with you. This is like a hopeless energy, feeling like you're in something all on your own, feeling like you're burdened, you got too much going on. It's like you're having a hard time, just chilling, to be quite honest with you. Okay, I feel like you're sick of, this never-ending effort that you're putting into something. With the Six of Wands in reverse, it's like you may be a little frustrated because it's like you feel like you're putting in the work in something, but at the same time, you don't feel like you're getting the results. The Six of Wands in reverse in work, this is saying that you are going to see the results. You just got to keep on keeping on. It's like you may not be seeing something yet, or there's something here that is going to require more time. And I feel like you're having a hard time being patient. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like your energy may be becoming a little bit scattered, or you're finding yourself being Gemini and dabbling in different things that may not really deserve your attention, because it's like you're trying to entertain yourself essentially, You're trying to entertain yourself in a time where you're lacking patience. It's like you feel like you've been on a road a long time and you're having a hard time being patient here. Again, you may be feeling somewhat hopeless. I do feel with the Queen of Cups, you are receiving or going to be receiving support here from someone. But clarify this Queen of Cups energy for Gemini. With the Ten of Cups. Oh, damn. And the King of Cups in reverse. Gemini, I feel like there's someone here that's trying to show up for you, or they're trying to support you. They're trying to be there for you. It doesn't have to be love related. It definitely can be with the Ten of Cups here. This is someone that is authentically trying to show up for you or being some support. However, I feel like you're not letting this person in, to be quite honest with you. You may be being very stubborn, or you're having a hard time having patience when it comes to love right now as well. But I feel like you're having a hard time giving someone any... It's like you're having a hard time being available to receive love, to receive support, to receive therapy even. You know, the King of Cups and Queen of Cups, they're the therapists, okay? So that could be it too. But just give me one more card on this. Yeah, you're not looking at it. Oh, Gemini. Gemini, I feel like you're in this very independent energy where it's like you feel like you're the only one that has your back. Simultaneously, you're wishing you had help, but you're not accepting any help at the same time. Okay? And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, be careful of overexerting yourself or, you know, distracting yourself with... I mean, Geminis, y'all can get so many things going at the same time. Just be careful that your end game and everything that you're doing on a run of a day is supporting your end game. And even though it seems like time's going slow, or you feel like you're not getting the results you're wanting, be careful that you're not distracting yourself or dabbling in things that do not support your overall objective for you and your spirit. And again, I do feel like there's someone that's trying to give you some level of support, even if that's just emotional support, but you're pushing this person away. It could be out of ego, okay? With the Six of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse, it could be out of ego or pride. It could just stem from the lack of patience. I'm a Gemini. I know how y'all work. It's like sometimes you look at help as like, no, I just rather do it on my own. So it's like you may be just pushing someone away because you just rather do something on your own. But regardless, this is someone that does see a future with you, but it's like you're pushing them away. You're not looking at this person, or you're not paying attention to this person. You may feel like it's not realistic, or because the Seven of Cups in reverse can also talk about poor choices. Okay, so you may be making a lot of poor choices out of ego or pride, okay, if I'm going to be honest with you. Just give me one more card on this Queen of Cups energy. With the Page of Wands, you're receiving communication from someone, Gemini, but I feel like the way you're handling it, it's almost like you're reacting really quickly, or you're being spiteful, or this is the way the person is that you're dealing with, but I feel like it's you. It's almost like you're not giving something a fair shot. But regardless, Gemini, this week, it feels like you got a lot going on. You're feeling a little bit hopeless. You're having a hard time staying, you know, solid and steady. You may be getting distracted. Just the main objective here for you is to make sure your experiences and the things that you're doing in a run of a day support your overall outcome that you're wanting for yourself, and not getting distracted too much. Okay, we have to have fun, but not too much where it's sabotaging you. Okay, so but you will be receiving communication from someone, but I feel like you're either jumping to conclusions, or you're not allowing yourself to be available to that person, and it could be out of pride, to be honest with you. But let's see, give me a card of advice for Gemini. We have dedication, which is also the Eight of Pentacles, and the Princess of Swords. So Gemini, this is about staying lighthearted, okay? Staying lighthearted, but staying focused, being dedicated to the overall objective, like we were just saying, right? This is not losing sight of your goals, and, you know, not allowing anything to come in as well that compromises what you authentically need or want when it comes to your journey. But it's like with the Princess of Swords, this is about curiosity, and it's also about exploration, okay? There may be a need to, you know, learn something new, or put put your bored energy or that time of the day where it's like you're feeling scattered or you're feeling like you want to start something new. It's like put that energy into learning something new, okay? But yeah, just be careful of personal sabotage, Gemini, in a time where it feels like nothing is really working out for you, okay? But it's also about staying lighthearted as well. The Page of Swords is lighthearted energy. It's staying optimistic, okay? Not taking things too seriously as well, where you're putting that like resistance on you and your overall energy when it comes to actually pursuing and following through with specific goals, okay? You could be dealing with an Aquarius if you're dealing with anybody. It could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Cancer. What do we got for Cancer? What's good, Juliet? Christy. What do we got for Cancer? What can Cancer expect? What can Cancer expect? One more. Three shuffles. What can Cancer? Lord have mercy. We're just going to put that back. Two more. What can Cancer expect? That was the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse that wanted to show its face. So some of you guys, this could be you having a chip on your shoulder when it comes to someone, okay? We're operating from a place of ego as well because you're holding a chip on your shoulder, whether that's with a specific individual or you're frustrated with the world, whatever the situation is. Be careful of your mind. Try not to be too irrational and try not to let your thoughts and external forces that make you think a certain way to impact the way you flow on a spiritual level. But your overall energy, Nine of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups right under that. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Okay, so Cancer, I feel like you're in this energy of feeling like something is just not working out. The Nine of Cups in reverse can be a very codependent energy, or allowing yourself to, you know, sit in codependent situations because other things outside of yourself isn't seeming to be working out, okay? I don't know, Hangman, Magician in reverse, Eight of Swords. You're in a very stuck and stagnant energy, but it's caused from a lot of overthinking. It's caused from simply just not... The Magician is someone that takes control. He doesn't wait around. He takes control. He does what's in his control. He, you know, he makes shit happen. And I feel like there's a lot of external forces here, whether it's just discontentment or frustration, whatever it is. You're letting things outside of yourself prevent you from essentially taking ownership of your life as it is, regardless of the external forces. Okay, there's a lot of fear here with the Eight of Swords, or there's a lot of focus, mental focus on something that's creating a lot of fear. Okay, you may be feeling stuck, or you feel like there's something that's just out of your control, but it's a self-imposed prison with your thoughts, with your focus. Where attention goes, energy flows. And whatever this is that you're putting your attention into is just keeping you stuck in this, like, I have no control over my circumstances type of energy. Okay, so I don't know, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's like you're attaching yourself to something that doesn't fulfill you because you feel like you have no other choice. But again, this is just a mindset. Now, this could be the person you're dealing with as well. Keep that in mind, but I'm just going to read it as you. This is a mindset. And with the Magician in reverse, this can talk about wasted opportunities or wasted energy, wasted talent. Some of you guys may be sitting at your house chilling like a villain with all the skill in the world to do something with it, and you're just like sitting around because you feel like there's something out of your control. So I don't know, it's almost like you're wasting your energy here waiting on something. Just clarify the Hangman. With the Devil in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So Cancer, I feel like a lot of you guys aren't you're not owning up to your shadow, okay? You're accusing something outside of yourself for you not taking initiative. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's someone that lacks ambition, lacks drive, you know, lets herself go, or just like doesn't take care of herself. And I feel like there's almost Devil in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like you're avoiding your part in a situation. Okay, because I always say sometimes we can't really focus on karma, even though I love karma, she's beautiful. We can't focus on that too much. We have to focus on the inclinations or waves that we feel, because that's essentially spirit talking to us. It's like, how does a situation make you feel? Because if you're not taking ownership for that feeling or that wave or that restriction, it's like universe isn't going to show up for us if we're not even taking note of the obvious. Okay, and I feel like you're putting something outside of yourself, or you're not taking ownership of your own shadow here. You're not taking ownership of the part you're playing in a situation that is making you feel down. And it's keeping you in a stagnant energy. Some of you guys may be too focused on the way you're perceived as well, or status, or the way something will look. Or again, the Nine of Wands in reverse and Queen of Swords in reverse that came out earlier. You could be holding a chip on your shoulder when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This can be realizing that someone isn't as loyal to you. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse isn't, it's like infidelity, right? It's like you may be realizing that someone isn't as loyal to you as you had hoped, and you may be getting stuck on that, forgetting that you have a whole life ahead of you. Okay, why focus your energy on something that is BS when you can take control of your life and manifest a new outcome? Okay, so be careful of your thoughts, be careful of where you're putting your focus, Cancer. Try not to let grudges and things that are irritating you steal your life, okay? But let's see, let's get a card of advice for Cancer. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. We have Virgo, Pisces, Gemini. It could be any sign as far as elements go. Keep in mind, this could be the person you're dealing with, like refusing to feed into a situation because they're, but I don't feel like it's that. But let's see. Give me a card of advice for Cancer. We have the Nine of Swords and the Empress. There's a fear here of stepping into your power. Like, what's going on with that? Maybe because you feel like it would be a lot of work with the Ten of Wands, but the Nine of Swords, which is the card of fear, okay, essentially, and the Empress, it's almost like there's a fear here to step into your own power. The Empress is saying that you have the support, you have the means, you have the spiritual awareness as well to be able to support yourself and pull your energy away from any toxic masculinities, or to pull yourself away from anything that's sabotaging this Empress energy, to be able to nurture yourself and plant new seeds. The Empress plants, the Empress creates. It's the seed, you know, and there's a fear here to initiate your own seeds or to take control of your power, which with the Empress energy, it's like you're beautiful, you're handsome, you have the energy available to you to plant new seeds, but you're scared to. You're scared to plant new seeds. And the Nine of Swords is saying, like, there's a lot of facts that you need to pull out under the carpet that you may have been avoiding for quite some time that you're not looking at, right? The Nine of Swords upright is a good card. It really is. It's essentially acknowledging everything that we've been through, acknowledging the facts of a situation. It's pre-ascension energy. You know, it's taking into account and recognizing why we're in the situation we are right now, whether that's on an individual level or in general. And I feel like you're having a hard time acknowledging all those swords of truth because it would require you to step into your power. The Empress doesn't need anybody. The Empress doesn't rely on anybody. The Empress naturally attracts the masculine energy, whether that's through a person or through their individual yin and yang. The Empress naturally attracts the energy needed to make something come to fruition. And I feel like you're scared to create new worlds. So keep that in mind. And again, the Nine of Swords, it's not a good card to feel, but it's also necessary to ascend into a higher dimension of self, okay? So keep that in mind. But moving on to Leo. we got for Leo? What can Leo expect? Universe, spirits, and guides. And with Cancer, like, you got to remember, like, fear, of course, is not a good energy. But when we experience fear, it really puts us in a position where everything we know on a spiritual level, we're put in a position where we get to apply everything we know. Okay, we're put into a position of fear, and it's like, okay, Spirit's coming in like, okay, remember everything you learned, remember everything you said when things were cool. Now you apply that knowledge. So there's something, Cancer, that you may need to apply, and fear, again, is a trigger, essentially, to be able to discern of, like, okay, what energy do I have available to me to be able to overcome this fear? Because fear is not of God, fear is not spiritual, fear is essentially something that we are opposed to, that will essentially put all your knowledge of your awareness to the test. Okay? It's not anything worth sabotaging yourself for. And then you have to question, is your fear justified? You know, especially with the Queen of Swords in reverse, where you may be being a little bit, you know, you may be jumping to conclusions or whatever it may be. Anyways, what do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can Leo expect? What's good, Jack? Thank you, Lilith Be Divine. I appreciate that, girl. What do we have for Leo? What can Leo expect? 3 shuffles. Leo. Bam! Man, you guys have been in a badass energy lately. I'm just going to call that out, especially in the last few all signs I've done. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with you, but keep on. Overall energy for you, Leo, we have the 8 of Cups, the Death card, King of Wands in reverse right under that, 5 of Wands in reverse. Look at that. You're not downgrading yourself. You're not downplaying yourself. It's like you're not willing to prove yourself to anybody. You're not willing to give anybody attention that makes you feel like you need to prove yourself. It doesn't have to be love. It could be in anything. You're not willing to put yourself in a position where you compromise your personal dignity, really, okay? It's like you're keeping your sovereignty as a spirit by essentially not entertaining fools. That's harsh, okay? Thank you, AJ Weatherman. I really appreciate that. Look at this. You are at you have so much peace going on with you on a spiritual level, Leo. And if you don't, just know that you have the energy available to, okay? 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant. This is like straight up spiritual resilience, okay? 4 of Swords in reverse is a fantastic card. It's knowing yourself enough to know what doesn't deserve your time, doesn't deserve your thought, your focus. It's a card of mental grit, you know? And I feel like with the 4 of Wands and the Hierophant, you're not letting anything disturb your overall peace. This could be a relationship that, you know, this could also be understanding that this talks about happy relationships. I know we don't talk about that too often. We don't talk about happy relationships too often. But if you are in a relationship, I feel like you're happy. That's what you're putting your focus on. That's where your energy is going. You have faith in this. You feel like you and your person connect on a spiritual level. Or this could be someone as well that you walked away from that is wanting to make things work out with you. Thank you, Ruth. I appreciate that. So, but if this is individual, Leo, I feel like you are just in this energy of, you know, laughing at the demons, really laughing at anything that, not even laughing at it, you're just not giving anything time that disturbs your peace, because you may have already been in that withdrawn mode where you put a lot of things to thought, where you allowed yourself to discern like what's going on with this, what's going on with that, what's going on in the world, whatever it is. And it's like you're not allowing anything to disturb your peace. The Hierophant is about wisdom. It's also about spiritual awareness. And I feel like you're finding peace in your personal awareness. Okay, but let's just get one card here on the Hierophant. Look at this, Wheel of Fortune. You've already been down this road. You're dealing with a situation, Leo, okay, whether you've already walked away from it or not. You're dealing with a situation that you've already experienced some form of pattern, whether that's within yourself or within amongst a group of people or with a person. And you just don't got time from it. This is like point blank period, done. Right, Karen? Right, Karen? Point blank period. It's like you just don't got time for it. And you guys had this energy yesterday too, I believe, where you just, if people were coming in your life just to destroy you or make you feel some sort of way, it's like you just don't got time for it. And I love it. It's balance, it's harmony, it's peace, it's understanding of yourself, it's knowing what doesn't serve you, knowing who doesn't serve you. Maybe you guys are single and you just realize that there's some people that just don't deserve your time. They don't fulfill you on an emotional level. And if that's the case, it's like you are just finding peace in your whole self. Okay, it's good. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, things are going to work out in your favor. Why? Because like I was saying to Cancer, it's like because you've already understood some form of pattern, because you listen to spirit and you listen to those waves, you listen to the ebbs and flows, you've already understood a pattern here, and you're having faith enough to be able to operate in such a way. Thank you, Spirit 1111. I really appreciate that. But let's see. Let's get a card of advice, even though I don't feel like you really need any advice. This is really good. Like, you can't get better than that. And again, keep in mind, you could be dealing with someone that you walked away from and they're coming out of this withdrawn period where they're expressing that they want a relationship with you. Okay, let's just put that out there. But if this is individual, this is like, you can't touch me. You can't touch me, son. You can't touch me. All right, look at this. The Eight of Wands, movement, and we have the Lovers. Eight of Wands and the Lovers. So this could definitely be someone coming your way, okay, if this is a connection or making a decision to communicate, or you could be receiving communication. But in regards to advice, this is just about trusting yourself. The Lovers is decisions that come after understanding of yourself. This is being very connected with yourself and not backing down. The Eight of Wands is fast action. It's quick discernment. It's the ability to distinguish very quickly what deserves your time and what doesn't. So this is about trusting yourself. And again, I feel like you're already doing that. But if you needed confirmation, the Emperor at the bottom, taking control of your life. This is about trusting yourself. Now, again, you could have someone moving your way, or there's going to be unexpected communication, but let's just keep it the way it was, okay? So you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have Taurus. It could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? What is Virgo's, or what can Virgo expect? Universe, spirits, and guides. Man, I'm quick tonight, huh? Sometimes I take so long, and I don't like to. All right, what do we got for Virgo? What can Virgo expect? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 shuffles. We're not going to take this, but the Queen of Pentacles in reversed and the Page of Pentacles in reverse wanted to show its face. So I'm not going to focus on that. There's not a positive message I can pull out from that. But be careful of like what you're agreeing to because of status or because of money, you know, stuff like that, because you're just going to drain yourself, okay? Making decisions based off of one elemental energy on a personal level is going to drain you because you're going to hit a wall because there's no flow. We got empty aspects of love. We got emotional void. We got a lack of truth and a blocked throat chakra. Be careful of decisions you're making because of, you know, status or money, you know, and not that you have to completely turn your back to something, Virgo, but, you know, understand that you're going to hit a dead end energetically, okay? So I'm not going to get too much into that. Thank you, Jack. I really, really appreciate that. Again, thank you. So your overall energy, see, look at this, Virgo. What's going on with you? 4 of Pentacles, Lovers in reverse. You're feeling disconnected from yourself, or something is pulling you out of your natural flow here. Okay, 2 of Wands, 7 of Cups. I feel like you do got options, Virgo. whether it's love or work, whatever the situation is, you do got options, but you're refusing to entertain it, or you're operating from this place of, you know, doing everything you can to hold on to how things maneuver, how things work in your current reality. The Four of Pentacles is a good card. It's saying you got a lot going on for you. You got the resources, you got everything going for you, but it's also a card of feeling like that's it. This is what I have to do in order to maintain stability. This is what I have to do to gain some level of success in relationships, whatever the situation is. There's something that you're putting yourself in a position of feeling like this is what I have to do, and it's pulling you off your the Lovers in reverse is someone that's disconnected with themselves, someone that doesn't trust themselves, someone that is, you know, they can't hear their spirit, or they're not trusting their spirit. And it's like you're hoarding a little bit, or you're holding tight to a certain way of doing something here. All right, so Virgo, money's, for one, money's looking good, okay? It is. I'm going to give you that. Money is definitely looking good. I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling like you got to do what you got to do. You're focused on paying the bills. You're focused on your kids. You're focused on your husband, your wife, whatever the situation is. And I feel like you are, it's almost like there's something here you're putting a lot of energy into, which is in your control. And it is bringing you a sense of peace. It's bringing you a sense of belonging. It's making you feel whole. You know, it really is. But this is when we get into the space of, are you operating based off works or your spirit? Okay? Because I feel like you are putting a lot of hope into a current way of doing something, is bringing you a lot of success or contentment. But is it something that truly aligns with you? Okay? Because with the Strength in reverse, it's like you may be putting yourself in a position where you're allowing personal biases to distinguish your overall decision of your life. Okay? Now, we all operate from a bias to an extent, but it's almost like finding things outside of yourself to distract yourself or divert your focus from, it's kind of like deflecting. You're deflecting personal discontentment on a spiritual level. You're deflecting that and you're putting it in things of the world or things in a current situation. And sometimes we got to do that from time to time until we gain some level of clarity, okay? Don't be going making decisions because you're discontent. But, you know, on the plus side, this is a good energy if you're confused, okay? But also don't lose sight of your spirit. Don't forget spirit's, you know, got your back on a personal level, because I feel like you may be putting a lot of hope into a situation because you're scared to make some form of change. It can also talk about overcompensating with the Strength in reverse, or you may find yourself, you know, deceiving yourself to an extent because you're scared to make some form of change as well, okay? But I mean, things are looking good. So if you're aware of this confusion that you got going on or whatever it may be, then that's good. Okay, I mean, obviously you should focus on things more in your control when you're confused. So if you are aware of, if this is resonating for you, okay, some of y'all are lit and that's cool. But if this is resonating for you, if you are aware of some level of discontentment on a spiritual level, then do what you're doing, but don't blind your don't blind your spirit to a conscious level of thinking, okay? Don't forget about your spirit. And again, because sometimes we can have to go through things, just as long as we make it known to the universe, this is not okay with me long term. I'm doing this so I can get to this. Don't forget about that feeling or the vision that you have originally had for yourself, or that you desire for yourself, to maintain some level of, you know, wholeness on a spiritual level. Okay, don't lose sight of that. Because we can operate in autopilot our whole life if we want, and spirit's not going to show up for us. So don't lose sight of you, essentially, okay? Thank you, Samuel Divine. I really appreciate that. But I'm just going to clarify the star just with the Three of Swords. So I feel like you are aware of this. The Judgment and the Three of Swords. This is like pressure. This is feeling the need to make some form of decision, but it's also causing a lot of torment. It's causing... I don't know. I feel like you are aware that you need to make a decision or some form of judgment call when it comes to your personal matters. And I feel like you're aware on a spiritual level that you're almost betraying yourself, or you feel stuck in a situation, or you feel bound to a situation possibly as well. I don't know, you're feeling pressure. Judgment, Three of Swords. This feels like pressure cooker type of energy, or like pressure. And it's like you're trying to remain calm, or you're trying to have hope in a current situation because you are feeling pressure. And it's almost like you're making a judgment call or a decision based off of it's like you feel like you have no other choice. So I don't know, Virgo, but again, everything is looking good, but just don't lose sight of who you are, okay? I preached enough. Okay, let's get some advice. What do we have for advice for Virgo? Some of you guys are trying to make do with the situation as well because you're heartbroken or because you feel betrayed by someone else. So be careful you're not operating from a place of like spite even. Okay, but let's see. We have decisions. And the Queen of Wands. So we have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Wands. You may need to embrace the Queen of Wands energy to be able to make some form of decision here, or to allow yourself to see a deeper truth. The Two of Swords can talk about having a hard time seeing the truth of a matter. And the Queen of Wands energy, to be able to embrace that. The Queen of Wands doesn't give a shit what people think of her, okay, for one. The Queen of Wands takes action. She goes after what she's passionate about, and she naturally attracts people that, you know, envy her. She naturally attracts people that don't understand her. She naturally attracts people that, you know, talk down about her because, you know, they envy her confidence. They envy her ability to just go after things regardless of what people perceive that to be, or regardless of how people view it. She goes after things, and there may be a need to just care less and do more. Okay, remove this thought that certain ways of doing things hold any form of value. It doesn't hold value if it doesn't align with you on a spiritual level. So you may need to kind of step into a badass power energy, listen to some pump up music, whatever it is, to be able to make some form of decision to get out of a stuck and stale energy, Virgo. Okay, the Queen of Wands is also a performer. She's an entertainer. She's, you know, very vibrant, okay? So don't be afraid to step into that type of energy. Okay, try not to, you know, operate from this like lacking type of mindset, okay, or out of fear, or lacking the strength and courage to be able to take action towards something. But let's see. Thank you, Piper Styles. I really appreciate that. All right. Not Virgo, Libra. What can Libra expect? Yeah, I usually have a hat on. Ooh, the Empress just showed its face, but let's see. What can Libra expect, universe, spirits, and guides? Two more. What can Libra expect? Three shuffles. Libra. Overall energy, Libra, Eight of Swords and the Hermit right under that. Eight of Wands in reverse. You know, I do feel like a lot of you guys got yourself stuck in this mindset, but with the Hermit card, I feel like you're aware of this, or you're aware of the negative impact of a certain pattern or way of thinking. I feel like you're aware of this, okay? A lot of you guys are creating a lot of unnecessary fears, or you're making a huge problem out of something really small. You could be thinking too far ahead in regards to a situation. But again, with the Hermit card, I do feel like whatever this fear is, or overthinking, or this analysis paralysis type of energy is for you, you're aware of it. And I feel like you're trying to gain some form of enlightenment. You may be very withdrawn this week, or you're trying to get a grip on yourself. That's kind of what this reminds me of. You're trying to get a grip on yourself a little bit. Okay, you may be having a hard time getting someone out of your head as well. It could be as simple as that, or you're just kind of creating a lot of thoughts that just don't deserve your attention. Yeah, Hangman, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. It's kind of reminds me of like spiritual warfare type of energy, or there's something that just is, you know, opposing you in such a negative way that it's making you feel numb or restricted. This could be you having a hard time, you know, taking accountability for something as well on a personal level, because the Eight of Swords, again, is self-imposed. So regardless of if it's something external to us coming in our way or something we do to ourselves, it's still something that we choose to think about. We choose to repeat. We choose to, you know, have it on replay in our mind, right? And I feel with the Hangman, you're realizing there's a lot of stuck and stagnant energy that is happening from this repetitive way of thinking or doing things, this victim-like energy, it could be as well. And I feel like you're getting to a place, Libra, where you're pissing yourself off, to be quite honest with you. I'm just going to be real. I feel like you're pissing yourself off. Just clarify the Hangman before I talk about that. With the Five of Cups in reverse, you're scared you're going to do something you regret, or you're scared that it's like you're fearing you're going to regret something here, or you're fearing to be emotionally available to something because you fear that you're going to regret it. Okay, this can be realizing, like, are you actually getting anything emotionally fulfilling in your life, or are you pulling yourself out when things get a little rough or when things get a little bit bumpy? You may be starting to recognize that you have this escapism type of mindset where you run from things that you actually want, okay? And I feel like there's a fear here of doing something you're going to regret. I do see you having communication come through here, Libra, from someone that desires a relationship with you, or from someone that is like, this is someone that is very emotionally connected to you. They want something serious with you, but they're becoming very bitter with you at the same time. They're becoming very bitter with you at the same time. Give me a card on the Knight of Swords. Oh, this could be someone that is frustrated because they may feel like you put a huge weight on a relationship with infidelity. Now, keep in mind, roles can be reversed, okay? I'm just reading how I see it. This is someone that is frustrated with you because they feel like it's almost like someone that's looking at you like, of course I'm not communicating, or of course I can't continue on, or of course I'm going to expect more from you. This is someone that is looking at you like, of course I blocked you, or of course I had to pull my energy back at one point in time because there was something that just started off on a bad foot, or there was something that was just, they feel like they're not receiving any loyalty from you. This is someone that feels like they never or aren't receiving any authentic loyalty from you. And they do desire a relationship with you, and I feel like that's what's causing a lot of intensity or frustration in this person's energy. But I would expect communication from someone that is very bitter or spiteful because they want you, but they feel like you're constantly pulling back or sabotaging the situation, or they feel like you're not giving them any loyalty. And I feel like you are starting to develop some level of conscious because you're starting to become aware of some form of pattern, Libra. I feel like, again, you're getting a grip on yourself, or you're trying to get a grip on yourself. Even if you're single, for example, I'll give a story. If you're single, Libra, I feel like you're starting to become frustrated with the lack of loyalty you give to yourself, stemmed or derived from the lack of ambition, the lack of, it's like not holding yourself up to some level of standard when it comes to your day-to-day routines. Capricorn, like Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's Capricorn energy. It's like you're having a hard time, being mature with yourself if you are single. But if this is a partnership or someone that you've been dealing with, this is someone that's frustrated because they feel like they haven't received any loyalty from you. And it's like they're looking at you like, of course, this is why I am how I am, or of course I have to pull myself back, because they do love you. There's a mutual emotional connection, and I feel like you're becoming aware, Libra, that you are not allowing yourself to fully embrace some form of relationship, or you're not allowing yourself to fully embrace the unity of you if this is independent, not holding yourself accountable, not aligning your day-to-day decisions with what you authentically claim to be on a spiritual level. Because I always say, when it comes to your spirit and your mind, if you're saying one thing and doing another, is your spirit actually like that, or are you spiritually weak? You know, so it's almost like you're I feel like you're trying to get a grip on yourself here. Okay, and a lot of you guys are receiving communication from someone, but they're bitter, or they have to get something off their chest. Okay. Now again, roles could be reversed as well, but you could be dealing with Pisces. We have Virgo. But let's get an advice card for you guys. Ten of Cups. Okay, give me one more. The Sun and perspective, which is also the Hangman. So I feel like this is about seeing something from a different perspective, which I feel like you guys are already getting enlightenment on that, being able to express something as well. The Sun card is about self-expression. It's about clarity. And I feel like you may need to express some form of new form of perspective, or express what you're going through, especially if this is a partner that you're actually living with, okay? There may need to be an honest conversation about what you're going through, what your fears are, what causes you to get stuck up in your head or trying to escape a situation. There may need to be an honest conversation, because with the Ten of Cups, which is harmony, there's something here that is just, even if it's on an independent level, you have the energy available to you to be happy, to have something fulfilling, to make something work in the long run. But there may be a need here to see something from a different perspective. And again, I feel like that is what you're experiencing. Okay? So you could be dealing with a Leo. We have Virgo and Pisces. But it could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Scorpio. Let's get stormy, rainy. What do we got for Scorpio? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can Scorpio expect? Six of Cups in reverse. Wanted to show its face. I'm going to put it back, though. What can Scorpio expect? Three more. One more. What can Scorpio expect? Three shuffles. Yikes. And Three of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups at the bottom with the World card. Scorpio. All right, so I feel, Scorpio, you're looking at things. I feel like there's something here you're backing out on, okay? Three of Cups in reverse can talk about canceled plans, canceled, you know, get-togethers. It could be, you know, you're looking at something as unnecessary drama, okay? You're looking at this like, no. And with the Ace of Cups in the World, I feel like you, on a personal level, it's like you know your worth. There's a lot of personal fulfillment. There's a lot of contentment as one. And I feel like you're looking at something as, no, it's not worth my time. It's not worth my energy. You feel like it's a lot of drama possibly, or the potential of. Okay, with the Lovers in reverse, it's like you may not really feel connected with it as much as you once did. Or there's something here, even if it's not love related, it's like you're looking at something as not worth your time, or something that you're not connected with. You don't feel connected with it enough to actually take any form of risks or take any leaps of faith. If anything, you're looking at it as something toxic. Queen of Cups in reverse. Let's clarify the Devil card. Clarify the Devil. One more. With the Six of Wands in reverse and the Five of Cups. So Scorpio, now this could be you, Rose could be reversed, but I'm going to read it one way. You guys change it how you want. But Scorpio, I feel like you're looking at the person you're dealing with as someone that's got a lot of pride. You feel like they got a lot of ego. You feel like they're being petty with you, or they're constantly being petty about something. You feel like there's someone here that's constantly being petty about something. And it's like, it's making it very obvious to you that you need to shut this person out, or you need to close off to this person. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like you may not feel connected with this person on a deep level. You may feel like y'all are on different pages. It's like you may feel like this person isn't giving you any authentic support or authentic love. It's like you feel like it's really surface level. There's something here you feel is very surface level or superficial, where you're viewing this person as superficial. Okay? Or the way they approach things, even if they're not all about money and status and, you know, boobs and shit. It's like you may be viewing this person as someone that's very just petty, surface level on an emotional level. Okay? And I don't know, I feel like you're just putting a halt to it. And with the World and the Ace of Cups, oh, I shuffled them. Look, the Moon and the Queen of Swords too. It's like you're keeping your emotions to yourself. You're cutting something out. And you may feel like it's like you may feel like the energy you're receiving from this person is they're not even concerned, or you feel like they don't see the problem with how they're acting. And I feel like you're just cutting this out of your life, to be honest with you. It's like you're in a place where you feel like you don't need something, or you're looking at this as unnecessary. Okay, you don't feel connected with this on a deep level enough to be able to risk putting your energy into this. You don't see it working out in your favor. So, I don't know, whoever this person is that you're dealing with, it's like you're looking at them as someone that finds a problem and they hold on to it. And it's like, you know, when it seems like people like enjoy having something to bitch about, it's like you're viewing this person as someone that enjoys having something to say or having something to bitch about. Keep in mind, this could be you, okay? I'm gonna be real. But with the Three of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups and the World that came out earlier, I feel like you are in this place of realizing I don't need this, so I'm not going to entertain it until something changes, okay? You're very closed off to this person. But if this is an independent thing where nobody is involved, I feel like you're almost sabotaging yourself, because you're not... If this is an independent thing, you may be sabotaging yourself out of pride, or finding every reason to not pursue something or to not elevate your energy. Okay, because with the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like you may be receiving a lot of, you know, creative blocks, or you're having a hard time being inspired. You're having a hard time feeling worthy enough, or feeling like anybody cares enough to make some form of change. It's like you may be sabotaging yourself from making any form of growth or elevating your energy because of pride or not wanting to look stupid. Okay? But I do feel like it's either you're dealing with a person or family or friends, and you're just cutting it out completely. You're cutting it out. But let's see. Let's get a card of advice for Scorpio. Give me a card of advice for Scorpio. So we have the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Rest and retreat. Rest and retreat. Okay? Especially if the situation is triggering you, just distance yourself. Or if it's a personal thing and you're going through a lot of chaotic energies or fluctuation of such, you know, it's better to rest than to quit. It's better to take a break than to quit. It's better to be cold than to say something stupid. Okay? That's how I operate. Okay? Okay, so whatever you need to do, take a break, rest, pull your energy away, and retreat until you can figure out step 2. Okay, Hermit at the bottom. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have Capricorn as well. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Sagittarius. What do we got for Sagittarius? What can Sagittarius expect? What can Sagittarius expect, universe, spirits and guides? What can Sagittarius expect? 3 shuffles. Your overall energy, King of Wands and 5 of Pentacles. Damn, I like this energy. I like it. King of Wands, 5, I mean, the 5 of Pentacles isn't a good card. Queen of Pentacles right under that. But I feel like you're hitting a bump in the road here with something, okay? If it's a personal thing, it's like you may be financially stressed a little bit, or you may be feeling left out in the cold by someone. But it's like you're overcoming this like a boss, okay? You're overcoming hardship like a boss. No worry, not stressing. Again, with the 5 of Pentacles, you may be in this like confusing time, or you're in this like dark night of the soul, or you're going through a very heavy, dark energy. But it's almost like you understand that you either need to go through this, or you understand that it's not going to be something that you allow to trump you. It's like you're overcoming something like a boss, okay? You're not worried about it. And again, if you're going through something even like sadness or depression or a fluctuation of, you know, if you're going through a down type of energy, I feel like you're not worried about it because you almost understand it, or you have some form of understanding of yourself. It's like you're overcoming something like a boss. Oh. Okay. Okay. There's competition here in something. Okay, if this is work, it's like whether it's work, love, whatever the situation is, there's competition. And I feel like I just got to clarify this 5 of Wands. You may feel like you're clashing with someone as well. With the Lovers and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So Sagittarius, so you're having a lot of inner conflict about something, okay? You are, and I feel like you can acknowledge that. You're viewing something as it's not happening, or you feel like you're not getting what you want. You feel like this is a wish unfulfilled. And with the Lover's energy, this could be a connection. Keep in mind, this could be the person you're dealing with. Actually, it probably makes more sense with the King of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. You could have left someone else in the cold, okay? Hold up. You could have left someone else in the cold. But I'm just going to read it the way I was saying it so people don't get confused. But regardless, it's like there's a lot of inner conflict here happening. You feel like something didn't work out in your favor. And with the Lover's energy, it's like there's something not working out in your favor, but you're still pursuing it, okay? Like maybe it's a job and you're not seeing the results you want financially, or whatever it may be, or there's a lot of competition, or people that, you know, are trying to, you know, be above you, or whatever the situation is. There's something here that is challenging your confidence, your personal confidence, whether someone left you in the cold, whether you're struggling when it comes to the work era, whatever it is. It's like there's something challenging your confidence. And even though something has already drained you emotionally, financially, whatever the situation is, you're not backing down. There's something here you're still pursuing because you're just confident. If I'm going to be real, you're confident in who you are. You're confident in your own patterns and how you can maneuver in this reality. And I feel like there's something not working out in your favor at the moment, but you have faith that it will. Okay, it's that type of energy. And if someone did leave you out in the cold, you're looking at it like, I'm gonna get them back. Or if this is a work thing, it could definitely be work. Okay, it's like you're looking at something like, it's fine, it's just a bump in the road, it will all work out. What goes around comes around. Okay, but let's see. Let's just look in a little bit more. Fool in reverse, High Priestess reverse. Tell me about this High Priestess in reverse. With the Strength in reverse and the Queen of Wands. We got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. So, Sagittarius, I feel like you're dealing with someone that's a little bit hot-headed, okay? Or you're looking at someone or people that you're dealing with, or coworkers, whatever it is. You're looking at these people as a little bit hot-headed, arrogant possibly. You may feel like they're always trying to overcompensate, or you feel like there's someone that's trying to sabotage you, essentially, okay? You may be having a lot of blocks when it comes to your intuition, or you're trying to play stupid in a situation. That's more so what it seems like. It's like you're trying to play stupid in a situation. You may feel like there's a person or people that don't have your best interest, or this is how your person feels. Roles can be reversed. I gotta remind y'all. But it's like you may feel like this person doesn't have your best interest, but it's like you're playing stupid here. It's like you're completely ignoring negative energies, oppressive energies. If there is a personal thing that isn't working out in your favor, or there's some form of financial stress, you're completely ignoring it. I absolutely love it. I love it. Even though we have the Fool in reverse, I gotta look at that. It's like you're playing stupid. Or if you feel like someone was intentionally trying to make you feel like crap, or intentionally trying to create some level of jealousy, it's like you're rising above that. The Fool in reverse. You know you're doing this too, Sagittarius. You know you're doing this. I feel like the Fool in reverse can be a little bit foolish, okay? So pay attention to your ego. But you're also like intentionally holding back on something, or you're intentionally, you know, taking a break from something. With the Six of Wands, it's like you know people are like watching you. I'm just gonna say this. You know people are watching you. A lot of you guys are it's like you're trying to have the upper hand here in the situation. And with the Six of Wands, I do feel like you're gonna be victorious. But it's almost like you're completely pulling away from a situation, or turning your head away from people that are trying to make you jealous or make you feel some sort of way. You're completely ignoring that whole situation. And again, with the Six of Wands, I feel like you got a lot of pride, but I feel like you're using it to your advantage. You're not using it to hurt people intentionally, but it's more so you stepping up for yourself, being like, do you really think that that's going to work for me? Or do you really think that that's going to mess up my life? Or, you know what I mean? Even if it's a personal thing, it's like you're overcoming something that you are aware could have easily set you back, or could have easily made you cry in your room by yourself, could have easily, you know, put you under a lot of stress. You're overcoming something like a boss. That's all I gotta say. And I feel like if you're not aware, just know that there are a lot of people with their eyes on you. It's like they're wondering, like, it's like I feel like there's people that are recognizing your, what's the word? It's like there's people recognizing how you're overcoming something, or the fact that you're not letting something get you down, and it may be triggering people as well, or it's triggering this Queen of Wands. It's almost like there's a clash here of egos, or if you're dealing with one specific person, okay, you guys are almost too similar, or you guys both handle things a very similar way. So it's this constant, like, be careful it doesn't become a pattern where y'all are just fighting with each other, or y'all are just trying to beat each other, or, you know what I mean. It's like, be careful of your motives and why you're doing the things you're doing. Make sure you're not operating for other people or to create a statement. Make sure it's always derived from your root. But I feel like it is with the Lovers. It's almost like you're not letting something hold you back. I feel like people are seeing that. You're playing stupid about something. I feel like the person you're dealing with is playing stupid too, because even though they're appearing as someone very confident, deep down, they lack the strength or the confidence to be able to actually have some form of conversation with you, okay? But I don't know, Sagittarius. I feel like you are just overcoming something like a boss. I love it. It's like you're not even worried. You're not worried about the competitors. You're not worried about people that, if it's love related, it's like you're not worried. It's like you're good on your own, or you're going to win someone. Like, it's really that plain and simple. Thank you, positively, I can't say that, Cheyenne. You are so fluid with intellect. There has never been a moment where you hadn't been spot on. Truly give me mental clarity. I really appreciate that. So, Sagittarius, I don't know. I feel like right now you're in a little bit of a standstill when it comes to actually seeing results, but I feel like you're aware of it. And I feel like you're going to overcome that, okay? Just try not to get wrapped up into the game too much, or wrapped up into always trying to make a point, or it's like, because with the Six of Wands and the Fool in reverse, you may be getting wrapped up into how people perceive you a little bit too much, that you're forgetting what actually makes you happy. But I feel like it's fine. I feel like it's fine right now, okay? I feel like you're going to come out of it winning, okay? Getting a lot of attention, especially if it's work involved or related. But let's get a love or an advice. Give me some advice for Sagittarius. We have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands right under that. Now, with the Seven of Swords is your advice, and the Ten of Wands, this is saying I would say keep your plans on the down low. If you are planning something, or if you are, you know, if this is work involved, if you do got a specific vision or things that you are manifesting and you're not really sure how you're gonna, you know, make it into a reality just yet, it's like, make sure you keep your plans to yourself, okay? Because with the Ten of Wands, this is saying that you're coming to the end of the road. You're coming to a place where things are not going to be as stressful. Things are not going to be as burdensome. So try to, like, whatever this is that you're going through, try to handle it with class, okay? Just try to handle it with discretion, or be careful of who you tell your plans to, okay? With the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands is your advice. Give me one more on that Seven of Swords. With the Emperor. You're making moves. What's that? I'm like, money move. Listen, I'm not a huge fan of that music, but you're making money move is what I see here. Emperor and the Seven of Swords. The Emperor is like CEO type of energy, doing things because that's what you need to do. Doing things with a very objective type of mindset, okay? And again, keeping your plans to yourself. Keeping your plans to yourself. You're coming to the end of the road here on something. It's interesting read. You could be dealing with a Gemini. We have Aries, Pisces, Leo. Could be any sign as far as elements go, but it's almost like, you know, a friendly competition is kind of what I get there. Or if this is love related, it's kind of like competition, or it's fucking weird. I'm just gonna get off that. Or if it's a personal level, it's almost like this is like fight or flight type of energy for you. Not having the opportunity to back down, and I feel like you know that, and you're trying to stand strong through something. But let's see. Moving on to Capricorn. Hold on, guys. I just gotta go pee right quick, okay? Hold on. right, sorry about that. All right, moving on to Capricorn. Sorry, I had to take a break or I'd be distracted for the rest of the reads. Anyway, I go pee. Anyways, moving forward. What do we got for Capricorn? What can Capricorn expect? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can Capricorn expect? 3 shuffles. Ace of Wands in reverse wanted to come out Capricorn. So there could be a delay or like a lot of false starts, or you're having a hard time getting motivated to, you know, get something off the ground possibly. But let's see. Your overall energy, Page of Pentacles and the Fool card. You're ready for something. It's like you're doing everything you can to explore your options or to figure out a solution here in a situation. But it's like you keep getting stuck, or you keep... There's something here that maybe the Wheel of Fortune in reverse can literally talk about external forces or unforeseen changes in our reality that kind of prevent us from being able to, you know, move things forward. So I feel like there's a lot of things out of your control that are creating something from, that are preventing something from moving forward. And I feel like it's creating a lot of frustration. It's like you may be feeling blah, or you're not feeling motivated. There's a lot of delays or false starts, or it's like you want to get something going, or you want to start an olive branch with someone or in a work opportunity, whatever the situation is. But it's like there's something here out of your control, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, or something is preventing your masculine energy from being able to initiate or to shed light on those seeds that you have been planting, or those desires or that need or want for something to happen in a very specific way. Let's just clarify this Emperor in reverse. What's going on with that? I feel like this is just you with the Star card. Yeah, I feel like this is just you, your masculine energy, okay? It's like your masculine energy is kind of being pushed to the side right now, or being put on the back burner, because there's a need to kind of trust the process. The Star, you know, it's a very calm energy. It's trusting the process, but it's also saying there's a need here to remain hopeful that whatever... Sorry about that. I'm going to have to plug my phone in. But whatever seeds that you have planted, it's like there's a need here to remain calm in a time that there's just something out of your control. Because with the Page of Pentacles, I do feel like you're doing everything you can to explore your options. Let's just see what you're looking at. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. With the Justice card, it did come out in reverse. But I feel like you're doing everything you can to get your own justice. You're very focused. A lot of you guys are wanting to be single, to be quite honest with you. Okay, you're wanting to create a different environment for yourself, because you feel like there's something here unfair or imbalanced, not equal. If this is a work situation, it's like you feel like you're not getting what you deserve. You feel like there's no justice. You feel like there's, some of you guys are dealing with a boss that's just not reasonable. Okay, the Emperor in reverse can be someone that abuses their power as their position, whether this is a husband or a boss or wife. You know, this is someone that uses their title to justify, you know, tyranny, or, you know, justify certain actions that are not fair, you know. And I feel like you're looking at something as unfair or unequal or not balanced. I feel like you're trying to get yourself out of that situation, but at the same time, just clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's creating a lot of stress personally. The Nine of Swords in reverse can be self-loathing or internalizing issues. It's like you may be internalizing something as, because something isn't working out in your favor, there must be something wrong with you, or you must be doing something wrong, or there must be something you're not seeing. When I don't really feel like it's that, it's just a matter of needing patience possibly. Because again, with the Page of Pentacles, you got your focus point, or you got your eye on, you know, the way you want to feel in a relationship, or the type of job you're wanting, or the type of treatment you're wanting. It's like you have your eye on the prize. Just be careful that you're not personalizing external energies or personalizing external forces, to be quite honest with you. okay? You may feel, if you guys are trying to go through a divorce, okay, with the Justice in reverse, you may be frustrated because you may be feeling like there's someone here that is, you know, misusing their power, you know, holding kids against your, above your head, or like, you know what I mean, using things that they're just not being fair, okay? Because you see this as someone that does have hope with you, or has hope in healing a situation, but you see them as not being fair, okay? Because you look at this as a burden. You don't want to carry this anymore, and that's really all this is saying. There's something here you don't want to do anymore. You're frustrated, you don't want to do it, but there's almost, like I said, patience needed. Or be careful you don't like internalize frustrations that are being thrown at you, thinking that's necessary, because I don't feel like it is. It's just a matter of, there's something here that you just need to rise above. To get justice, essentially, all you need to do is to rise above, or to change your frequency, okay? That's how we get natural justice. It's not about getting our justice by literally doing something. It's about raising your frequency, so whatever's below that is just going to fall off, or the universe will deal with that. So there may be something here that you just need to rise above, or not put too much focus in, and not internalize it as if you need to solve something that you no longer want to be a part of anymore. Because again, you're feeling blah, feeling frustrated, something's not getting up off the ground for you. And I feel like you could be entering a little bit of a reckless energy, or you're entering a space of frustration because you don't want to hold whatever this weight is. You don't want to continue a certain job. You don't want to continue a certain relationship, whatever the situation is. You're in a little bit of a reckless energy because you don't want this. You don't want it. So try not to sabotage your future with temporary inconveniences, okay? Because again, with the Page of Pentacles, you're doing what you need to do. Now, if this is a connection, for example, where you're not with this person, I feel like this is someone that, you know, it's their way or their highway, and it's frustrating you, okay? The Emperor in reverse can be someone that, you know, takes a lot but doesn't give anything into it, or they, you know, they expect more than they give, really, you know? So you could be dealing with someone that is just kind of taking their sweet ass time, and I feel like it's frustrating you. You're bored of it, and I feel like you are adjusting your focus, but it is going to require patience. I mean, this is just for a week, okay? So try not to let external forces or things not working out for you that are not in your hands, try not to let that distort your game plan. Okay, but let's get a card of advice for you. Because we are in, you know, retrograde energy, so keep that in mind. So things may be a little bit frustrating, or we could have exes that try to come back, or try to, like, you know, there could be a lot of frustrating external energy, so keep that in mind. But give me a card of advice for Capricorn. We have the Moon and the High Priestess. Look at that, with the Magician. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. So again, listen to your intuition, okay? Don't lose sight of these seeds that you are planting, but this is also about closing off, not feeling the need to express yourself to everybody, not letting fear absorb you either. Now, the Moon can be about illusions. It can be about fear. It can be about, you know, being overwhelmed with everything that is outside of our control. And with the High Priestess next to it, make sure you're always in tune with the bigger picture of you on an individual level, so you don't allow fear to essentially absorb you. But, you know, this is about keeping that seed, okay, the seed to your future, the seed to the job you're wanting, the seed to the relationship that you're wanting, or even if that's just being single. See, keeping that very sacred and allowing yourself to be able to manifest that. But with the Magician, this is about being smart right now, okay? Being smart, staying classy. The High Priestess is a very desirable energy because she is classy, right? She's, it's like not too many people can break her because she just understands everything on such a deep level. So don't allow people to break you, or don't allow external forces to break you, okay? And again, if there is a seed or an idea or a desire that you are wanting to manifest, keep that sacred, okay? Don't allow anybody to taint who you are by being abusive, either physically, or, I mean, hopefully not, or being abusive with their words, or their gaslighting, or their manipulation. Don't allow anybody to taint the beauty of your feminine energy and the seed that it creates, even if you're a man, okay? So you could be dealing with the Pisces. We have Cancer, Aquarius, Aries, Libra. I gotta plug my phone in because it's gonna die. I should have plugged this in earlier, but let's see here. All right, Aquarius. What can Aquarius expect? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can Aquarius expect? Temperance card wanted to come out. You could be dealing with a Sag, but let's see. One more. What can Aquarius expect? Your overall energy, the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse right under that. Page of Wands. Woo. Okay. All right, something's got you feeling optimistic. Okay, I'm just going to put that out there. Something's got you feeling optimistic. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands. The Four of Wands in reverse. It's like, I do feel like a lot of you guys are receiving communication, okay? And it's got you a little bit, you know, optimistic, feeling alive again, okay? This could be good news when it comes to work. It could be good news when it comes to love. But I feel like there has been a delay here in a certain understanding of where a situation is going or what something is meaning for you. There could have been some delays, okay, in regards to work as well, or whatever it may be. There's a lot of clarity being brought, and I do feel like, again, there is some form of communication coming to you, Aquarius, or this could be you as well communicating. Keep that in mind, roles could be reversed. But whatever this delay is or halt that you've been experiencing has been stemmed from not being sure what something means, okay? Whether that's a connection, whether that's, you know, frustrations in the work, or things not picking up as quickly as you had hoped. And with the Five of Cups in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse, there is someone here that wants to, let's just clarify this Five of Wands in reverse. It's like this can talk about someone wanting to clear the air with you, or come to some form of, you know, peaceful resolution or something of that nature. Just clarify the Five of Wands in reverse. There's a Page of Wands again. Ace of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like you're receiving communication from let's just put it this way, okay? I do feel like this is love, okay? It doesn't have to be. But the Ace of Cups in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Wands, there is someone communicating here, but there's a lot of hesitancy, okay? This is someone that has a hard time being completely emotionally available to you. This is someone that, it's a little sketchy, okay? The Ace of Cups in reverse can be someone that's repressing or suppressing a lot of emotions, or there's a lot they're not saying, okay? Because with the Four of Wands in reverse, this is someone that either feels like things are not balanced, or they question whether they're even welcomed to communicate, to be honest with you, or this is you doing it to this person. There's someone here that is, and if this is work related, this is you being very hesitant because it's like you're starting to feel like something isn't going in your favor, okay? And I do feel like if that's the case, you're going to receive a seed of optimism. The Page of Wands is very optimistic, realizing that things are going to go in your favor. But if this is love, this is someone that is communicating. They want to clear the air with you, but it's a little sketchy or it's a little closed off because they're not really sure. It's like with the Five of Wands in reverse, this is someone that you've already been dealing with, or someone that maybe there's an argument or y'all left on a bad note or whatever the situation is. This is someone that wants to clear the air with you, right? First and foremost, but they're not emotionally expressing themselves because they feel like things are not balanced between the two of you. But whatever this communication is, it gets you excited a little bit, okay? And with the Five of Cups in reverse, again, there's a lot of fear here because this person, or this is you, it's like they're fearing doing something they're gonna regret. Or they're having a hard time being completely emotionally invested because they feel like they're either gonna get hurt or they feel like they're gonna regret it. Just clarify the Fool, because this would be you. You want this. This could be you opening up to someone, okay? Or opening up the door at least to emotional exchange. Because, again, whoever your person is, Aquarius, they're very nervous. Or there's a lot of shy energy possibly. Because they're not sure if they're welcomed. Or, again, if you guys did have an argument. Or if there's been some form of family, you know, maybe it's a family thing. And there was a family fight or whatever it is. This is someone that feels like they're unwanted. Or you don't want to... This is someone that feels like you don't want to hear from them, okay? But they're trying to clear the air with you, and I feel like you're open to this. Knight of Cups and the Fool. This is like exciting you or bringing you some form of clarity. It's inspiring you. Things are starting to make sense. You may be seeing the bigger picture in a situation. So, I don't know, I would expect communication from someone that's scared to emotionally be completely transparent with you. And I feel like it's exciting you, or it's making you feel like y'all can start on a clean slate. If this is work related, it's like you're getting some form of muse or inspiration or idea that allows things to start to pick back up, or you're starting to stabilize your emotions or frustrations, or things are starting to pick back up for you. And it's not necessarily, if it's work related, it's not necessarily something that has been completely done, but it's almost like you may have been receiving a lot of blockages or stagnant energy because you just wasn't in something, especially if it's work, or you were lacking motivation, you were lacking that oomph. And I feel like you are getting that back. Okay, but let's see. Give me a card of advice for Aquarius. We have the Universe. The Universe. The Empress. And the Nine of Wands. All right. Sorry, I need one more card. Give me one more card for the advice. Wow, this is very spiritual. This could definitely be work related as well, so keep that in mind, or something that you've just been, you know, experiencing a lot of blockages. We have the Three of Wands as well, which is correlating with vision essentially in this deck. So this is about protecting your worth for one. Okay, with the Nine of Wands, I do feel like you may be tired or you're having a hard time fully taking on anything new. The Nine of Wands is like wounded warrior, someone that's been down a lot of shitty roads. They're very guarded. They have their guards up for a reason. They have a mechanism for a reason. It's not because they're crazy or whatever it may be. And I feel like you're tired possibly, or you're exhausted here in a situation, having a hard time trusting the process. But the Empress is someone that doesn't back down from their worth. The Empress is someone that can nurture themselves, can take care of themselves, can protect their feminine energy as well. And I feel like this is about protecting, even if you're a man, your feminine energy, protecting your value, protecting what you deserve. So you can allow yourself to attract, for one, people that have the ability to nurture you properly. But also, if this is a work-related situation, not undercutting yourself by, you know, succumbing to normal ways of doing things because it's expected or it's guaranteed to work or whatever it may be. Not downgrading yourself in a temporary time of blockages or a temporary period of frustration where you're not seeing the results you want, okay? So if you have been downgrading yourself, whether that's in work or love, don't downgrade yourself because you're tired, or because it's safe, or because, you know what I mean, or because you're just frustrated with not seeing a specific result, or you are so set on a very specific outcome, or you're attaching success with a very specific picture. Don't downgrade yourself. Don't downgrade this Empress because of a specific idea of how things should be or where you should be. Maybe it's work related and you're like discrediting yourself because you're looking at other people and where they are or whatever it may be. Don't do that. Don't compare yourself. Okay, people become successful because they're unique or because they step into their authentic self, right? And with the universe, 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands, this is about not downgrading yourself in a period of, you know, frustration or things not working out in your favor. Okay, allow people to nurture you, allow people to give you proper respect, allow yourself to be able to protect your feminine energy in a way that you're not downgrading yourself. Keep the vision. With the 3 of Wands, this is about planning, brainstorming. It's about seeing things come together in a way that's more so on a scope of things, or it's more so, it's like understanding something from a bigger perspective, or being able to see how something could work out. Okay, you may need to be able to see how something could work out, and even if you need to stand in your feminine energy or stand in your power as one right now, this is about not downgrading yourself in the process of some form of blockage or frustration, and understanding the mechanisms you have, but understanding how the mechanisms you have to protect yourself may be working against you as well with the 9 of Wands. Okay, this is about knowing your worth enough to know what you need to nurture, or to allow people to be able to nurture you properly, or to allow the universe, because with the universe here, the universe has your back. The universe can't align with you or set you up if you're settling in a frequency that's not authentic to you. You know what I mean? So don't downgrade yourself because it's safe, or because you're tired, or because you're sick of the similar patterns. You know what I mean? Because the 9 of Wands is tired, and I'll give you credit for that. You're tired, but don't downgrade yourself in a period of fatigue. Take a break, sure. Be weary, sure, but don't downgrade yourself, because you have the energy available to you to attract incredible experiences, whether that be through work or love. But you need to stand strong in your power, and you need to protect an overall idea of what you authentically want, whether that's in love or work. Okay, you could be dealing with a Taurus. We also have Aries. Could be any sign as far as elements go. But I would be expecting communication here. I mean, this could be saying that the communication that comes through, is this really what you want? Is this really going to bring you happiness? Or are you jumping on it because, you know what I mean? You got to question that. But regardless. All right, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? What can Pisces expect? Ooh, the Fool one has come through. We're going to put it back, though. You could be dealing with an Aries. What do we have for Pisces? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can Pisces expect? One more for Pisces. Three shuffles. All right. Ooh. Pisces, your overall energy, 9 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse right under that. Oh, the Sun, Queen of Swords. If you're worried, don't worry. Okay, for one. If you're worried, don't worry. It's a pretty vague statement right there, but let's see. Pisces. All right, Pisces, some of you guys are, first of all, setting really high standards for yourself, okay? And I'm not saying high standards are a bad thing, but it may be causing you to not be able to enjoy like what you do got going on for you. Thank you, Style and Grace. I really appreciate that, girl. So Pisces, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This can talk about bad investments, okay? But with the rest of the cards, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it's like this can talk about like, you know, a facade a little bit when it comes to your finances, or some of you guys, or the person you're dealing with. I'm gonna put it as you, okay? But there's a lot of nervousness because there's something catching up with you a little bit. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Again, it's like maybe you've been, you know, signing up for things or getting yourself hyped or overwhelming yourself when it comes to your financial responsibility, or you've been creating this, you know, identity of, you know, having more than you really have, or not that you can't have it, but right now there's something that you need to get back to the basics in, to be quite honest with you. It's like you're experiencing some form of delay, or there's a lot of stress surrounding money. Because I feel like there's been a lot of focus into how you're perceived, or there's been a lot of focus into what people see rather than what the actual case is. Even if this is maybe it's just a relationship that's not stable, you know it, stressing you out, but you're still trying to protect it with everything you have, okay? But there's a little bit of a fear here because it's like something's catching up to you, or something isn't working out for you, it's not stable, it's not getting up off the ground, or again, if there has been this like falsity when it comes to the reality of a financial situation, or the reality of what your resources actually are, and the longevity of such. It's like there's a need to take a look at that, and I feel like there's a fear to take a look at that. It's like you're very gung-ho about defending how something should be, but the reality is saying that something needs a second look or a readjustment, okay? And I'm not saying like, it seems kind of financial, to be quite honest with you. Queen of Swords. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's like there's a need here to take a look at your finances, or there's something that's crashing down, or there, if this is a relationship, there could be a lot of arguments surrounding money, surrounding shared resources. But let's see. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. With the Emperor in reverse. Some of you guys may have an ex or someone that is all about money, or maybe you're frustrated with someone because they take advantage of their power, or there's something here not working out for you because someone is trying to take more than they really deserve. Okay, now this could be you as well, being stubborn because it's like you're trying to maintain some level of, you know, it's like you're trying to maintain a certain financial status or way of living, even if that's materialistic or whatever it may be, but something's not working out for you. And I feel like there's a fear to acknowledge something because it would require some form of change. And it's like you're pulling back from any form of impulsive change here. You're pulling back from, if this is a relationship, it's like there's a need here to have a conversation with this person. But it's like you're preventing any form of argument. You're preventing any form of honest, passionate communication. Passionate can be arguments as well. Passion can be something that's just derived from our solar plexus of like, hell no, this isn't going to work for me. Or this is what someone's doing to you. They're very cold with you, but it's not because of you. It's because of a financial issue, or it's because of something that they perceive to be not attainable or realistic, and it's frustrating them. So they rather just not say anything to you because they feel like it's going to cause an argument, because they're looking at you of, you'll fight to the death you'll fight like to the end of time for how you perceive a situation, or that's how they're looking at you. But again, Pisces, I feel like this is about acknowledging something isn't the way you had hoped, or acknowledging there's a financial situation that isn't, you know, acquiring the results you're wanting. And I'm not saying it can't, but you may need to do something differently here, or approach something differently. Just clarify the Eight of Wands in reverse. With the Chariot and the Four of Swords. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so this is changing up the game a little bit. This is good. So Pisces, a lot of you guys have, you know, again, a lot of you guys are dealing with an ex, or you're dealing with people in your business, or you're dealing with a status of what you have maintained when it comes to your finances, or what you have achieved. You're dealing with someone that's crashing down a little bit, or you're dealing with a position financially that's crashing down a little bit, or it's, you know, there's a stability that isn't as stable as you had hoped. But with the Eight of Wands in reverse, this is good, okay? And again, I feel like the Nine of Swords upright, again, this is good. This is you acknowledging the truth of a situation. You're not oblivious to it. You're acknowledging the reality of a financial situation. You're acknowledging the reality of a relationship even, or the lack of effort someone you're dealing with is putting into a situation. You're acknowledging it. You're pulling back your energy. You're embracing a lot of self-discipline. You're embracing class. You're keeping your composure, but you're not stupid, okay? With the Four of Swords, I feel like there's this underlying sort of truth you are taking into account, whether that's on a personal level in, okay, I need to get my shit together, or I need to like really, you know, step it up and boss up, or if it's in a relationship, it's like, okay, well, this person isn't treating me right, I need to pull back. Whatever the situation is for you, whatever this instability is for you, you have acknowledged it, you're pulling back your energy, you're embracing self-discipline, and with the Strength card, it's like you are in no way holding anyone responsible for the outcome of your finances, especially, or relationship, or your happiness. You're not holding anyone responsible except you, okay? There's a lot you could say, but you're not. There's a lot of people you could blame, but you're not. You're taking accountability. And again, you're withdrawn from love right now, where you're withdrawn from drama. You're trying to get your mentality back. A lot of you guys are receiving therapy, or you're receiving help from other people, or advice, or you're watching like pump up videos. I don't know. It's like you're receiving a lot of clarity on the control you actually do have to get yourself out of an unstable situation, and you're overcoming it. Okay, you are. And if you are in your head about it, or nervous, or questioning, like, is things going to get back in order? Is my finances going to get back in order? They are. Okay, and why? Because you've acknowledged these swords of truth. You're not sweeping them under the rug. You're not trying to act stupid, or be oblivious to a deeper issue when it comes to your personal accountability in your finances, or in a relationship that's not stable, whatever the situation is. Okay, so again, you guys are handling the situation like a boss. The Chariot is victorious. Why? Because they take accountability for those ebbs and flows, for that awareness of self, for the power that they truly have. It's solar plexus energy. It's like you're taking accountability for the power you have. It's a card of self-discipline. It's a card of, you know, sovereignty on a personal level. And it's like you are not wasting time pointing fingers. You're not wasting time putting the responsibility outside yourself. You're handling it like a boss. So again, if you are stressed out or in your head, understand that it's not, it is necessary to an extent to be able to acknowledge, but you are going to get out of that situation, or things are going to pick back up. Sometimes things just have to crash down, or we need to get those reality checks from time to time. And I feel like you may have received a reality check, even if it's just a small reality check, like, okay, I need to stop spending so much money, or whatever it is. It's like you're receiving a reality check, but you're overcoming that because you're taking accountability, and I like it. I like it. Five of Wands in reverse, the Magician. It's like you're coming to grips with what you need to do. You're avoiding unnecessary BS. If you are dealing with people, you are coming to some form of resolution. You're getting on the same page. And it's like you're manifesting the shit out of a new... Now, this Virgo season, we are essentially creating new behaviors, new ways of doing things. We're seeing the things about ourselves, or in relationship dynamics. We're seeing things that we normally wouldn't see before, and we're creating new patterns for ourselves. And I feel like that's more so what you're doing. You're creating new patterns for yourself. Okay, but let's see. Give me a card of advice. Emperor. Bam, I like that. And it's upright. Give me a card of advice for Pisces. So we do have the Emperor. Give me one more. Oh, come on. No. All right. Give me one more card of advice for Pisces. And the Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Card of perseverance. So this is about perseverance, loving yourself enough to be able to not undercut yourself, okay? But the Ace of Cups is also about inspiration and motivation, fulfillment, fulfilling yourself as well, right? And we fulfill ourselves by nurturing ourselves, by taking into account the seeds and the desires that we want. And with the Emperor card, this is about making those hard cuts, being responsible, right? The Emperor is very responsible. He takes accountability for the outcome, the 6-month business plan, you know, the 1-year plan of what your life needs to look like, whatever the situation is. You're taking accountability for the long-term goals, not necessarily your short-term desires or what you wish could be right now. You're taking accountability for your long-term goals. Okay, this is also about not letting your emotions get the best of you. If there are things that inspire you, allow it to be a muse, sure, but don't let your emotions get the best of you. And with the 7 of Pentacles, this is, again, planting new seeds, creating new gardens for yourself to pick from in the long run, you know? The 7 of Pentacles is like you're planting new seeds, and those seeds are new because you're operating from a different place of thinking, from, you know, higher standards of yourself. Or it's like, how do I say, sorry guys, I'm losing track of my wave here. It's like I said earlier, it's like you're creating new behaviors and new patterns and new expectations of yourself. And with the 7 of Pentacles, it will require perseverance. King of Swords, authority, making head over heart decisions, being very logical, weighing out the pros and cons, weighing out the thought process of, okay, I would like to have this, or I would like to have a relationship with this person, or I would like to have this, whatever it is. But right now, the reality is, if I invest my energy into that, it doesn't make any sense because I'm just left with nothing. It's about being able to make proper discernment with the King of Swords of what makes sense right now, what makes sense for your energy, and being perseverant in this new way of being. You know, create a budget, get organized, you know, plant new seeds in whatever way you need to be able to regain this sense of stability, so you're no longer creating this element. I mean, not all of you are doing this, but the 10 of Pentacles in reverse can talk about, you know, overspending or creating an illusion of I make so much money, but now it's the time to actually make that real, or make that something that you can put your name on, right? So, and I feel like you're doing that. So Pisces, you could be dealing with an Aries. We have Leo, but this is about, you know, not undercutting yourself, personal conviction, being called out a little bit. The 7 of Wands is like the universe is saying, do you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to get my shit together. I know I'm sick of like talking a good game, but not owning up to it. It's like the universe saying, do you hear me? And it's like, you do. And that's what you're doing. You're taking control. So I hope that helps you, Pisces. So if you are in your head or stressed out, don't completely, you know, unacknowledge that or hide that. Just acknowledge it, but also be proactive about it in the way that you're creating solutions, not more reasons to stress out, or not allowing it to create you to be this weight that is overwhelmed. Allow yourself to act on it in a solution type of mindset. Okay, sometimes I have such a hard time explaining things, but hope that makes sense. Thank you, Emma Esoteric Tarot. I really appreciate that, girl. Thank you for getting me through my cleaning sesh. Love your energy and channel so much. I love you. Well, thank you guys. I love you all too. I really do. I really do. And it's nice to, I know cleaning never ends. Cleaning never ends. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. But thank you all for popping on. I'm going to do the timestamps, and I love you.